graduated in 1955 and had two majors, majored in chemistry and biology.
Okay. You were a freshman, I understand, for the 1951 flood.
Yes.
Can you tell us what that was
I
like?
lived on top floor of Custer, and the word came out that we needed to leave Custer. So all came out, and at that time you had to come across the bridge over at Big Creek. One thing I remember, there was a real tall girl. Her name was, now I've forgotten. Anyway, she was from the Netherlands, and she worked with kids getting them out of places during the war. Man, she stirred. A lot of girls were really afraid to go across the bridge. And man, she stood on one end of that bridge and she put those girls across the bridge and nothing flat. We got across. We were standing in water practically up to our hips. Then what did we do? So we thought, well, we'll go over to the Coliseum. Well, it was all locked up. We couldn't
And that was Sheridan Coliseum,
yes.
Right.
It was all locked up, so we couldn't get in there. So one of the girls that was kind of in our group dated a boy that lived down in Cade Saran's house, which just was down the street a ways from where we were. So we all went down there and kind of sat around and helped them carry everything they owned, plus the rugs, up to the top floor. And then the next day when the flood had kind of started going down, we just took off, didn't know where we were going to go. And I really can't remember where we went that second day. Just kind of, we went out to this one girl's house. Her dad taught in the business department. I cannot remember his name. And so then talked to my mother at home. And my brother was going to be coming through. He was going to K-State. And so we went down with some girl that lived at La Crosse and had our stuff with us, I guess. We didn't have that many things when you were a freshman then. We went down there and he picked me up and took me back to Meade, Kansas.
So now, and that was during the school year that this happened, right?
Yes.
So how did they deal? Because didn't records get flooded?
Yeah, they were all flooded. And I can remember I was kind of disappointed because I knew I had an A in, I think it was shorthand or something, but they gave everybody B's.
So they just decided to kind of give out grades?
Yeah.
They just kind of guessed it as what you probably earned? Is that what they did?
Well, the records that were destroyed in the flood, they just gave everybody a B. Of course, the records over in the science building, they weren't destroyed. And anyway, then you got your record sent to you later. And what else do you want to know?
I don't know. Do you have any other stories from when you were a student here? Anything that you remember that you'd like to share? Not necessarily related to the flood, but just
I thought
social life or whatever. I mean, we're just talking about your experience here as a student before this.
I really enjoyed it, and had really good chemistry teacher, and decided that was what I wanted to do. When I first came, I had no idea what I wanted to major in, so I took business courses. And so then when I came back on campus, then I knew what I wanted to do. And
anything else you want to share? Anything else you remember?
Got lots of good memories. We had a lot of good times in the sorority house.
Which sorority were you a member of?
Well, it was called Thetas then. Now it's Alpha Gamma Delta. Main thing I was wondering about then in the sorority house, We had 18 girls live there. We had 2 bathrooms, and I'm trying to figure out how in the world we managed with 2 bathrooms and 18 girls.